There has been partial relief for KT Rama Rao from the High Court. The High Court has ordered not to arrest KTR for at least 1 week, refusing to be pushed on the back foot after the filing of an FIR naming him as the #1 accused in the Formula E racing case. BRS leader KT Rama Rao, he in fact told NDTV's Uma Sudhir in an exclusive chat that the Congress had tried to put him on the mat over multiple issues in the last 1 year. In fact, in the Formula E case, he says it is at best an irregularity in procedure, not an illegality or embezzlement. In fact, my colleague Uma Sudhir joins us to get us more on this. Uma, despite all the allegations that have been leveled against KTR, he has remained defiant. And at the same time, from what we understand at the moment, he has been, the High Court has ordered not to arrest KTR for 1 week.
Yes, indeed. A lot of apprehension in the BRS circles about whether KT Rama Rao is going to be arrested earliest. And he had gone to court today asking for quashing of the ACB FIR that was filed against him, naming him as A1 in this particular case. So a lunch motion was moved and subsequently arguments were heard, and CA Mariamman Sundaram argued on behalf of KTR and Sudarshan Reddy on behalf of the prosecution. And in this particular case, after the arguments were given, the High Court has now said that for 7 days, Mr. KT Rama Rao will not be arrested by the ACB. They have asked Mr. KTR to cooperate with the investigation, and they have also given time till the 30th for counter to be filed in this particular case. The arguments went like this, saying that, why there was a 14-month delay in the filing of this case after the developments that happened, and also that there was no preliminary probe as is required before an FIR is lodged. All of that was dismissed by Sudarshan Reddy, who claimed that there was a preliminary probe that took place, and only after that was an FIR lodged. And the Chief Minister also spoke in the Assembly about this entire issue and said that he was countering what Mr. KT Rama Rao had argued last night, and also in an exclusive chat with us, he had said that the Chief Minister met with the FEO organizers, the Formula E operator representative in the month of December after becoming Chief Minister. And the Chief Minister said there is nothing to deny in that. Yes, I did meet him, and it is after that that I got wind of what has actually transpired when I asked the officers about the deals that had been entered into, or rather the agreements that had been entered into. That's what the Chief Minister said. So while the argument of the BRS was to have a discussion on the floor of the House, all day long there is ruckus in the Assembly, and the BRS in fact even walked out. There is an adjournment for 15 minutes because the Congress alleged that the Speaker was being attacked and that there was an attempt to manhandle a minister. And subsequently, the Chief Minister announced that the government is open to having a discussion on Formula E race as requested by the BRS party. And yes, the other important development in the House today was the Bharati bill on land administration that was passed by the government. Of course, not before a lot of criticism of the Dharani. But earlier today, I spoke with Mr. KT Rama Rao, who wanted to explain about why he thinks this is not an illegality, but possibly a procedural irregularity at its worst. So the Congress government in Telangana has opened up multiple fronts against the opposition BRS after the FIR against Mr. KT Rama Rao, who I have with me. Also, another SIT they are saying in the toll tenders that you had drawn up for the ORR, the Outer Ring Road. Isn't this all setting you back politically?
Absolutely not. The Congress party's governance in Telangana has been an abysmal failure. They promised the moon to the people before the elections. हथेली में जन्नत दिखा दिया, वोट तो ले लिया, गद्दी पे बैठ गए. बैठने के बाद नहीं समझ आ रहा है कि सरकार कैसे चलाए. तो पिछले 1 साल से जो चल रहा है तेलंगाना में वो सरकार नहीं है, सर्कस चल रहा है. When a clown enters a palace, as they say, the whole government becomes a circus, and that's exactly what's happening in Telangana today. The Congress government is clueless on how to handle finances, on how to fulfill poll promises, how to deliver. So what do? They have been indulging in attention diversion tactics. They've been filing case after case. They tried to go after me on multiple things. They tried to go after me saying, when my family was celebrating Diwali, they raided the place and they started calling it a rave party. And then they said my farm was illegal, dismantle it. Then they said the farmer incident, the farmer protest that happened in Kodangal, I was the chief conspirator. Then they tried to say some other nasty things through a lady minister. So this is like the 5th or 6th attempt now against me in 1 year. And I think it will only go on for the next 4 years. I'm not perturbed, I'm not disturbed. I will continue to remain unwavered with my focus on ensuring that the poll promises of Congress party are kept. No matter what they throw at us, we'll fight it legally, we'll fight it politically. Because today, if you take the example of the case in question, the Formula E race where an FIR has been filed. What is the...
That's what I'm saying. You are saying there is no embezzlement, but there is an irregularity in terms of the procedure that was followed for transferring the money. Isn't that something that can make you liable as well?
Well, simple question. ACB is the abbreviation for Anti-Corruption Bureau. When there is no embezzlement, when there is no corruption, where is the question of Anti-Corruption Bureau investigating anything at all? If there is a procedural lapse, there are other agencies to look after it. So let the government actually pick the right agency at least. They don't even have the common sense कि किसको केस देना चाहिए. ऐसे लोगों से क्या बात करें हम लोग. इसीलिए I am going to the court of law, challenging this nonsensical FIR, and we'll certainly take it head on. See, the issue is simple. This government, like I said, is clueless on delivering promises. So therefore, they resort to these attention diversion tactics. No problem. We will face anything that gets thrown at us. Politically, legally, we'll fight back.